Hi everyone. So in my YouTube channel we'll cover economics grade 12 syllabus of CBSE board. So today we'll start with measurement of national income. Right? So national income is the most important variable in macroeconomics. It's the most important concept. It's also a very important measure for an economy. Right? So before starting, tell me what makes an economy rich? How does an economy become rich? Right? So is it because of the resources it owns? Is it because of the resources it owns? No, Africa has a lot of resources, but it is still a poor country. Singapore has no resources of its own. It has to import even water from other countries. But Singapore is a rich country. And similarly for Japan, right? So we have established that resources is not what makes a country rich, right? Now, some of you might say that it's money that makes a country rich, but then if it was so simple, our RBI governor would have just printed a lot of money and made everyone rich, right? So, money is also not a measure of an economy, right? So, what's the most important measure of an economy? It is national income, right? So, what is national income? National income is nothing but final value of goods and services produced in an economy. Final value of goods and services produced in an economy, right? So let us assume that you and me are the only two people in an economy, right? So you and me are the only two people. You produce 5 kgs of rice. 5 kgs of rice. I produce 2 kgs of wheat. I'm sorry. So let's say the rice that you produce is for rupees 10 per kg. At the rate rupees 10 per kg. And the wheat rupees 10 per kg. And the wheat that I produce is at the rate rupees 5 per kg. So now if I have to compute the national income of this economy, what would I do? Just multiply 5 kgs of rice. Price is rupees 10 per kg. So 5 into 10 rupees 50. What about wheat? 2 kgs are produced. Price is 5 per kg. So 2 into 5 rupees 10. So now the national income of the economy is nothing but rupees 60. It's the final value of goods and services produced in the economy, right? So there are 3 ways in which national income can be computed. So what are those 3 ways? It is income method, it is expenditure method, and it is value added method. So any economy will measure national income through either of these 3 ways, and needless to say that all these 3 methods should give you the same answer, right? So before delving deeper into what are these 3 methods, we'll just take a simplistic scenario to understand why these 3 methods will give us the same answer, right? So the 3 methods to compute national income, what are those? Income method, expenditure method, and value added method. So the scenario that we are taking is, let's say 2 people, Narendra and Rahul. Narendra and Rahul, they get stranded in an island, right? So they have to survive. So Narendra catches fishes and sells it to Rahul. And what does Rahul do? Rahul collects coconut, right? So Narendra catches 10 fishes and sells it to Rahul for rupees 2 per fish. Rahul collects 5 coconuts and sells it to Narendra at the rate rupees 5 per coconut. Right? So there are 3 ways to compute GDP: income, expenditure, and value added, right? So let us compute the national income of this economy through income method, right? So there are only two people, Narendra and Rahul. How much does Narendra earn? So Narendra catches 10 fishes and sells it to Rahul for 2 per fish. So 10 multiplied by 2, rupees 20. Yes. What about Rahul? He is collecting 5 coconuts and he is selling it to Narendra at the rate rupees 5 per coconut. So how much does Rahul earn? 5 into 5? Rupees 25. So the national income through income method would be rupees 45. What about expenditure method? So how much Narendra spends? He is buying 5 coconuts at the rate rupees 5 per coconut. So 5 multiplied by 5, rupees 25. Right? And what about Rahul? What is his expenditure? What is his spending? He is buying 10 fishes at the rate rupees 2 per fish. So 10 multiplied by 2, which is rupees 20. Again, the national income that we get is 25 plus 20, 45. So the third method is value added. It is also known as production method. How much production or output has happened in an economy. So in this island where the only 2 habitants are Narendra and Rahul, what is the output? 10 fish and 5 coconut, right? So 10 fish, 5 coconut. We will have to multiply it by its price. So 10 fish multiplied by 2 per fish, 5 coconut multiplied by 5 per coconut. So 20, 10 into 2, 20, 5 into 5, 25. So 45. So this is a very, very simplistic scenario which shows you that through all these 3 methods, we should get the same answer. But of course, in real life, it's not always possible because the economists and the statisticians in the country, they have to collect data from so many people, so many entities. So there would be discrepancies amongst this data as well. Right? So these are the 3 methods. In the next class, we will deal with all these 3 methods in detail. This is the most important concept, as I have already mentioned, in macroeconomics, and one numerical from this chapter is always expected in CBSE board examination.